What it is, do? It's your boy Crook LDBT 100. We in it short. Happy New Year, guys, man. I hope you guys had a very, very happy New Year, man. Hope you guys been staying safe, staying away from the corona, know what I mean? Staying in the house, doing your little shit there, you feel what I'm saying? A lot has been going on throughout this week, but you know what? We gonna get through it, you feel me? Before we get to the sunshine, always gotta be the rain, you know what I'm saying? But we back on this grind, you feel what I'm saying? Today is none other than Jimmy Hyrule, you feel what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, like I like his videos, you feel what I'm saying? Like his videos definitely give me something to think about and to react to. So we are going to react to it so much worse than we thought. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, hold on. Let me turn the volume up. Alright, we got the volume up. Alright, we good. Alright, let's get it.
It's November 2nd, 1991. The Warriors are facing off against the Kings in an early season matchup. Golden State is coming into the season as one of the top teams in the West, and they're looking to make some noise early on. The Kings are trash. In fact, the Kings were so bad that by halftime, the Warriors had broken an NBA record that was sure to never be broken again. A 47-point lead.
Damn. 153 to 91, bro. What was they doing? Did they go out the night before? Like, damn.
By halftime, 47 points.
That's crazy.
This is disgusting. It's disrespectful. These men have families too, you know.
That is nasty.
At least no other team has ever felt the humiliation and defeat that this poor Kings team felt on that November.
No. Ziva has the rebound. Burke will dribble it out. That will do it for a very forgettable first half. The Dallas Mavericks lead.
Damn. Oh yeah, this was the game that Kawhi didn't play. I think he was out because he busted his face or something like that. I remember this, bro. 77 to 27 though. Like, what was you doing, PG? Like, my bad. PG, what was you doing, bro? What was you doing? Hey, yo, PG had too much fun in California, bro.
77 to 27.
Largest deficit at
That's
halftime
crazy,
in the
bro.
history of the NBA.
Now, for those of y'all that have not been following me on Twitch, by the way, link is in the description. Make sure you follow that. I remember we had the stream. I want to say it was before the NBA season started, maybe like last month before last. I said, if PG and Kawhi do not make it to the Western Conference Finals, Kawhi leaving. Simple as that. Kawhi is leaving. Kawhi is leaving. I said that. This is just the indication of that Paul George is not reliable, bro. I'm sorry. I get it. He dropped, I think he dropped like 30 something the other game. Paul George is not a number one option no more, bro. He's not. Those days when he was in Indiana and he was the number one option, it's over, bro. You can't depend on PG to take you to the promised land, bro. You can't. How are you down by damn near 50 in halftime? And you're supposed to be this two-way player. I mean, I get it. Kawhi Leonard isn't a leader. I get that. But you're Paul George, bro. Are the Clippers still not a title contending team? How do you let that happen? How? That doesn't make any sense. Now, if you would have said by 10, okay, 15, I mean 20, I mean I could deal with. But 50, bro, at halftime? I ain't gonna lie to you. Mark my words, book this video. Kawhi leaving, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Kawhi would have did better off staying in Toronto, bro. He would have been better off staying in Toronto. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. Go ahead.
My God. How does this even happen? Down 50 points at halftime? Did the Clippers even show up? I mean, yeah, I get that Serge Ibaka gave Kawhi Leonard an elbow that would have made The Rock proud, so he ain't playing.
Hey,
but
yo.
the Mavs don't have
Stop
Porzingis
it.
either. So on paper, this seems like a pretty even matchup. But I guess not. Paul George, yeah, he's there. Ibaka, Pat Bev, Reggie Jackson, Zubats, Lou Will.
Like, yo, look at this. He's 4 for 13. 0 from 6 from 3. That cannot happen if Kawhi Leonard is out. If PG can't pick up the slack that Kawhi Leonard brings, it's over, bro. It's over. Guys, this is what? Friday, January the 8th, right? And I'm going to do a reaction video to this too. Do y'all realize that the Brooklyn Nets beat the 76ers without KD or Kyrie? Do y'all realize that? So if the Brooklyn Nets can beat one of the best teams in the league without 2 of their best players on the team, why the hell can't you do it with 1? Why? Sorry, guys, that was my mom. But why can't you do it? I don't understand. And look, bro, everybody played. If you look, every single person played minutes, bro. Every single person. Every single person. Look, Ibaka pitched in. I mean, even though it was a little bit, but Ibaka pitched in. Kennard, you shot terrible. Damn, when you look at it, ain't nobody pitching. I think Serge Ibaka was the only damn player that actually did something. That's crazy. Come on. Reggie Jackson playing 21 minutes to only give you 8 points. Come on now, that can't happen. Lou Will played only 9 minutes. Why did he only play 9 minutes? I don't know. I ain't watched that game. But pretty much, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy, bro. And I guarantee you, the Dallas Mavericks is not I guarantee you, Dallas don't use no more than 11 players on their team. And that's at the most, at least 11 players on their team they don't normally play on a regular basis. Half of these players probably got the look only because they were up by like 30, 40. Come on now. That's crazy, bro.
Yep, the gang's all here. Well, I mean, they're here, but they didn't show up. Their entire starting 5 scored a whopping 41 points. That's not at the half, that's for the entire game. And if that's not unfortunate enough, this starting 5, who combined for $240 million worth of contracts, shot 1 for 19 from 3. That's 5%. Hey, buddy, you pay me $250 million and I'll slap on a jersey so quick and shoot 5% from deep all season long. Just tell me where to sign.
What?
Now, let's take a look
Put
at
me
the
on a bench, coach.
92 Dream Team, or the Dallas Mavericks. In total, 13 players scored, and they shot 89% from the free throw line as a team. But other than that, the Mavericks didn't do anything super spectacular. Dallas played how they usually played. So this is more of a case of the Clippers just going 12 rounds with themselves, which seems to be the identity of this team and this franchise. Now, if y'all recall opening night last season, we were all jacked up in anticipation of the Battle of LA, the Clippers versus the Lakers. No one really knew how this game would play out, but it was obvious that this was going to be the NBA's new premier rivalry. Well,
Facts.
at least it was.
I ain't gonna lie, that
supposed
first
to be.
game was lit too last year.
And by the end of the first game, the Clippers got the win and they had all the momentum going forward. And then 2 months later, the Clips beat the Lakers again. And boy, did things get out of hand quick. Clippers fans were ready to place an order for their 2020 championship banner. They were sure of their team's sheer dominance. Game over for the rest of the league. The Clippers are snapping necks and cashing checks. But after a turbulent season, lack of chemistry, and more load management than a garbage man, the Clippers got bounced out of the second round of the playoffs in heart-wrenching fashion.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Their flaws were just too
Jamal
glaring to overcome.
Murray,
We've
bro.
talked about this before. You can't just throw a bunch of talent on a team and expect to win a title. This is not how championships work. Shut up, Warriors fans. Just stay out of this. You need
Facts.
camaraderie. You need
Facts. That's a
honesty,
different beast,
leadership.
bro.
You need each and every player
That's
to
a
buy into
different
their
beast,
role
bro.
and be open to adjustments at
Yo, I guarantee you, Steph Curry did not even coach some of those games, bro. He did not coach some of them games. Yo, I remember that one game they played. He let Andre Iguodala coach the team, bro. Like, really? Do you really think that he coached some of them games, bro? Hell no.
moment. This is what some of us have been saying all along in regards to this Clippers team. Loaded with talent. They've got size and scoring and defense and all of the tangibles you need to go on a championship run. But they are strikingly lacking in the intangibles department. Also, it doesn't help that Paul George either plays like a first-team All-NBA superstar or a nervous wreck just trying to keep his spot in the rotation. So, what do the Clippers do? They spend the offseason resting and reloading. They part ways with their head coach Doc Rivers and sign LeBron James' assistant coach from the 2016 championship run, Tyronn Lue. They sign Serge Ibaka to be their enforcer down low. They bring in sharpshooter Luke Kennard and sign Nicholas Batum. These are all good moves. They are now deeper and more experienced than last year. And what better way to show off this new and improved roster than by handing the Lakers a giant L on opening night for the second straight season. They're looking cohesive, they've got a new coach who allows players to play to their strengths. Things are looking fantastic. Might as well get those orders ready because we're gonna need our 2021 championship banner here ASAP. Wait, I feel like I'm having deja vu. Like all of this already happened before. Like this exact same scenario played out a year ago. And that's because it did. See, the problem here isn't the Clippers or Paul George. It's that fans get way ahead of themselves before anything has even happened. More recently, over the past few years, fans have grown accustomed to overreacting to every little thing that happens. It really feels like if you don't have a knee-jerk reaction on a game-to-game basis, you're falling behind in the news cycle. Paul George hits back-to-back threes, and I'll be damned. Pandemic P turned into best shooter in the league. 5 minutes later, Paul George airballs a three, and oh wait, never mind, he's trash, knew it all along, Lakers in 4. There's no middle ground with this stuff. On opening night, the Clippers beat the Lakers just like they did last year. And just like last year, this means virtually nothing for better or for worse. In that game, PG had 33 points on 72% shooting and hit 5 threes. Everyone was ready to put the Pandemic P talk to bed. Literally one game was enough to sway people from feeling one way to feeling the complete opposite. But wait, incoming monumentally terrible performance by a Paul George-led Clippers, and all of a sudden less than a week later, and Paul George is back to being Pandemic P. Why? How does a player's legacy and ability get dwindled down to good and bad performances on a game-to-game basis? Let's be honest, whether Paul George gets 35 and 5 in a win on great efficiency or 10 points in a terrible loss, neither of these performances changes his talent and ability as a player. Paul George is an NBA star, and even the best players have bad games. For example, here's a stat line one NBA star put up in a game last week. Some fans would even consider this player a superstar. Any guesses on who this player is?
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. 2 points on 0% shooting in 27 minutes of action. And this game came fresh off of a 4-point performance just 5 days earlier. Could you even imagine the absolute riot people would be having if Paul George put up these numbers? But this has become a staple of Paul George and Clippers basketball.
The only difference I would see is that Jimmy Butler, is different because Jimmy Butler is not the main scorer on the team. People look at him as the best player on the team, but he's not the main player. Jimmy Butler can go games only scoring 10 points and they can still win the game. Jimmy Butler can go 8 points and like he can score 8 points and still and they can still win the game. The Clippers, Kawhi and PG are known as scorers, so that's two totally different situations. Right, I get it that Jimmy Butler had a horrible game, but he's not the focal point of the offense. Honestly, if you really want to be honest, he's not. The focal point is really goes through Bam. It goes through Bam, you feel me? And you feel me? It goes through, you feel me, the rotation of the team. It's not necessarily Jimmy Butler who, like, let's be honest. If you check the scores for a Miami Heat game, you're not checking for a Jimmy Butler stat line. I mean, you probably are just to see what he put up, but you're not running to see, oh, snap, what Jimmy Butler put up. No. You do that with a Lakers game. You immediately go to LeBron James and Anthony Davis stat line. Simple. You look for the Clippers. You look for PG and Kawhi Leonard. Simple. You watch a Blazers game. You looking for CJ McCollum. You looking for Carmelo Anthony. You looking for Damian Lillard. Simple. You watch a Mavericks game. You looking for Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Simple. It's certain teams that you can look at that you automatically gonna go to that one player and say, okay, all right, I can see why they lost or I can see why they won. Miami, you have to look at their whole starting five, bro. Because at any given moment, their whole starting five could be shooting from lights out. Duncan Robinson can drop 20. You feel me? Tyler Hero can drop 25. Bam Adebayo can drop 28 and 12. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not just Jimmy Butler who's the main focal point of the offense. I've seen plenty of games where he had more assists than points. Well, it was only a little bit. I'll say that. But, like, Jimmy Butler could get away with scoring, like, 12 and have, like, 7 assists. You feel what I'm saying? He can get away with that because he's not the focal point of the team.
The NBA's metaphorical, and sometimes literal, punching bag. So where do the Clippers go from here? Well, for starters, they need Kawhi Leonard in order to succeed. His presence is not just necessary, it is absolutely critical to this team's success. His impact on the game goes far beyond what shows up in the box score. Paul George needs to play more consistently, and they've got to build some sort of chemistry as a team or they'll be in the shadow of the Lakers for the rest of eternity. So with that, I'll leave y'all with something I created while researching for this video. A chart of some of the best NBA players of all time and the worst losses of their careers. Now pay close attention, because some of these numbers may just surprise you. Enjoy, and as always, until next time.
Damn. Oh, wait. Hold on. Point differential, the biggest losses. What team did they get blown up by 52? What team was Kevin Durant on? It gotta be OKC. It gotta be OKC. I ain't know that. Kobe 48. I gotta see what game that is. That's crazy.
Gotcha, bitch.
Hey, yo. And that is today's video, man. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Follow all my links is in the description. My Twitch, my social media, you feel what I'm saying? Give the video a thumbs up. We back for 2021, shorty. As always, I love y'all. Peace.